Hey, what's going on, family? Akeem here, and today I'm gonna give you 3 ways that you can instantly increase sales in your Slingshot rental business, okay? Most Slingshot rental operators fail because they lack these 3 simple steps I'm gonna share with you in this video. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of people fail is because they're constantly using Turo. Now, if you're not in the Slingshot rental blueprint, then you don't really know how to rent private rentals. You probably tried it. It's probably just not working out. You can't get enough exposure. You're not getting enough bookings. You're not getting enough calls. You're not getting enough reservations. And at the end of the day, you're not making enough money. And the reason why you're not is because you lack an effective marketing strategy. In this video, I'm going to show with you 3 ways to market your business for your Slingshot rental so you can increase your bottom dollar. One of the ways is through organic traffic. A disclaimer, this video isn't for anyone looking to get started. This is for someone who already has a Slingshot rental business going on. Maybe you have 1 or 2 Slingshots. Maybe you're currently on Turo and you just want to get off of Turo. You started your Slingshot rental business and you're just afraid of either getting the commercial insurance and because it's expensive and you're just afraid to take that leap of faith. So that's why you're on Turo. Or maybe you're on Turo because Turo has a marketing strategy where you don't have to do anything but list your car and it gets rented. But you're not seeing the results that typically my students see or what I've seen because you solely rely on Turo. And if anyone knows me, if you watch any of my previous videos, I don't do Turo at all. I'm actually against Turo because you can't afford to have a profitable business when you're paying 30, 40, 50, sometimes even 60% commission. It's just not going to work. The numbers don't add up. 1 + 1 = 2, and that doesn't equal that. If you're looking to get off Turo, you're looking to expand and to level up your business, I suggest you continue watching. Now, like I was mentioning before, there's 3 ways to market your Slingshot rental business that I've found most effective that I use in my business, and I've shared with over 250 successful Slingshot rental operators that are inside of my Slingshot rental blueprint community. Now, one of those ways is organic traffic, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already tried this, you've heard this, and organic traffic is the cheapest, easiest, but it's definitely the cheapest way to start gaining exposure for your business. Organic traffic can be TikTok, organic traffic can be Facebook, it can be YouTube, Instagram. Those are the main channels where you can go and market your Slingshot rental business. Now, with that, the downfall is organic marketing is slow. It takes time, right? Just like SEO. Right now, if you already have a Slingshot, you're facing bills every single month. Right? I mean, it's costing you money every single day that your Slingshot is sitting in the garage and not getting rented out. And the number one reason why people aren't renting your Slingshot is because they don't know you exist. The fact that they don't know you exist, it's a problem in itself, but it's kind of a good problem. See, the Slingshot rental business is fairly new, and a lot of people know about Slingshots, but they don't know they can actually rent them, and they don't know who to rent them from. What you have to create is, you have to create awareness, right? And awareness comes from creating organic content, getting it out, and sharing it so people know you're actually there. Now, the problem with that is, like I said before, it's slow and it takes time. And just because you create viral Instagram posts or TikTok videos doesn't mean your actual target demographic is going to actually see your content, right? You can easily gain a whole lot of followers with images and videos and Slingshots, but that doesn't mean those people that are watching you are from where you're from or in your area, because essentially you're a local business, right? And those people may not be where you are, right? So those followers might not necessarily equate to sales, right? You can go with the organic traffic. And another thing, the second way I recommend you market your Slingshot rental business is through OTAs. And what are OTAs? OTAs are online travel agencies. Now, you can compare OTAs with like Airbnb, with their attraction guide they have now. You can compare OTAs with Groupon, TripAdvisor, Booking.com, and all these other different platforms that, tourists come and they want to book and they set a travel plan with an agent, and the agent refers their guests or their clients into your service and business, which it works great for a lot of places, and it does good even here in Atlanta, but you can't solely depend on that depending on where you are. For instance, Carla out in Dominican Republic, she relies on OTAs because that's where her target audience is coming from, right? They're coming from online travel agencies. They're looking to rent excursions and things to do. That's where she gets most of her traffic. The majority of people here in America aren't relying on OTAs to fulfill fill the amount of bookings that you're going to need to be able to afford the commercial insurance, right? It's a great way if you've already have a marketing strategy in place and you're getting 15, 20 rentals a month per unit. The OTA gives you an extra 3 to 4. I mean, that's an extra $1,200 to $1,500 every single month that you're getting just by using OTA, which is a difference between making $4,000 and making $5,000 to $6,000 a month. So OTAs is definitely useful, but you can't solely depend on OTAs depending on where you are, because it's not going to instantly fill up all of your calendars right away. And so you say, Keem, what else can I do, right? Oh, the number 3 thing I recommend, and I recommend this over anything if you're just getting started. All right, now once you are established, you've been open for years, you don't really have to necessarily depend on this anymore because your strategy is already going to start and being in motion. It's going to start working, okay? But the number 1 way I like to market the business, especially for new Slingshot rental operators and new businesses, is paid advertisements. Now, there's a number of different ways you can do them. The first way I'm going to talk about is social media ads. When social media ads are made to create awareness, they don't really convert really good. And when I mean social media, I mean TikTok, I mean Facebook, I mean Instagram, things like that, right? If you have an awareness problem where you're in a smaller area, you're not in a major city like Atlanta, Houston, Miami, and people don't actually know that there are Slingshots in your area to rent, they just may know about the Slingshot because Slingshot has become so popular, but they might not necessarily know they can rent them. Their awareness is Facebook ads and Instagram ads, or basically Facebook and TikTok ads, do a great job at creating the awareness. However, like I mentioned before, they don't do necessarily a great job at conversions right away. The logic of it is when someone sees something, they can't unsee it. So if I'm on social media, I'm browsing and I see, hey, there's a new attraction here in my city of, say, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, or wherever. And I say, hey, they got a new Slingshot rental place in Baton Rouge. I say, hey, they got a new Slingshot rental place in Baton Rouge. That looks fun. I might not necessarily book a reservation that day, but in the back of my mind, I know that I can rent a Slingshot where I live, right? So the first thing I do, and that gets into where we're going here, and my favorite place to instantly make money the minute you start is Google. When someone sees something, and they're never gonna forget it. They're gonna know it's there, and it does a good job at creating that awareness and relatively cheap, right? So you don't have to spend a lot of money doing it. Now, the strategy I recommend is, it's called the triple threat method. And this is how it works. Create ads to run awareness, especially if you're in a smaller place, let people know you're actually there and you actually exist. Now, if you're in a place that like Houston or Miami, where you have competition, people know they can rent Slingshots. The problem is they're booking from other people instead of you. Then you need to do another strategy, and this is the Google ad strategy, right? Where Google ads is the number 1 way to make money with Slingshot rentals by running paid traffic instantly, almost right away, right? I've done this with several of my students over the last 7 months where I was testing out with different areas and different demographics, and we found that Google ads is the number 1 way to go when it comes to marketing your Slingshot rental business. Why? Because Google has a thing called a keyword search. Now, some of you may know this, some of you may not, but when someone types in Slingshot rentals in LA, whoever pops up first, it's like what they call it, the early bird gets the worm. Whoever shows up first is going to be the first person that person calls. Same thing if you're looking for a shoe store or a place to buy a suit. Right? If you could type in where's a suit shop near me or where's a hairdresser near me, the first person you see more likely to call. And that's the same thing that works with the Slingshot rental business. When someone goes on Google looking to search for a Slingshot rental business, goal is to be number 1, right? Because if you're number 2, number 3, number 4, guess what? Who's getting the first call? Of course, you're right. Number 1 is getting the first call. The way you can get number 1 is running paid Google search ads. At the end of the video, I'm gonna give you a bonus, which is gonna save you $500 if you've never ran Google ads before, which I'm not affiliated with or anything. But stay to the end of the video so you can get that bonus to help you out to create an ad budget the minute you get started, right? As a credit from Google for free. So that's what I recommend. That's what we found it works the best. Now, what's the problem, Keem? What's been going on? Over the last 7 months, I've been working exclusively only members inside of my Slingshot Rental Blueprint community to help them grow their business. The Slingshot Rental Blueprint was essentially to help people start. The problem was over the last 3 years, I've noticed that people are starting and people are growing, and now I want to get to the point where I can help them grow more. Like Juan in Delaware Slingshot Rentals, he's now upgrading his fleet to 10 units, right, after being in the program for only 2 years. Those are the results that I like to see. now I think my community in itself has grown so much and people are more mature with the business and getting started. I have some people have been in my program for years. Now it's just helping other students and people like yourself to get to that next level. Right? I actually came out with a new program where I actually help you do this. Now, and the reason I say that is because in the blueprint, I have my viral ad strategy that I've used and people have duplicated. The problem is a lot of people, especially even me myself, I wasn't that tech savvy when I started first running ads. In fact, it took a major learning curve for me to even know what I was doing. I didn't know anything about pixels. I didn't know anything about analytics. I didn't know anything about tracking conversions. All this other stuff that, of course, I know now, but back then, if I'm starting a business and I want to make money right away, it's a learning curve that you have to learn to get past that, to learn that. Now, there's tons of videos you can watch on YouTube to show you how to actually run effective ads, things like that, which are really great. I mean, that's essentially how I learned, as well as, spending time and money doing it myself, wasting some of it. I mean, I've spent thousands of dollars running ads and none of them worked before. But over time, I've gotten better and better and better, especially with this business, right? And the problem I've had with outsourcing marketing agencies is that they don't give me results, right? I've spent thousands of dollars on a marketing agency to run ads and things like that, and I don't see thousands of dollars back. Because when you outsource marketing, and Warren Buffett says it best, you never outsource marketing, because no one is going to understand your business like you do, right? They're a marketing agency. You deal with tons of different business, e-commerce business, you deal with marketing business. They don't understand the Slingshot rental business like I understand the Slingshot rental business. They don't understand my customer like I understand my customer. They don't understand where I am like I understand where I am. And that's the reason why I took the decision to further help my community, Slingshot rental operators, to grow their business. And I took it upon myself to do that and help them out with that. Duhaney in LA, that has LA Slingshot rental, he's being able to do $5,000 in one day just by organic and paid traffic that we've been able to help him with and run for him. And here's a testimony from him. Your experience working with me, how was it? Your expectations when you first started to now, 3-4 months later, you had your first $5,000 day.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was more than that actually.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Because they actually they delivered it late. That was like too bad. I charged him a good amount of money. But it's it was good though. It's good, man. It's fun. It's fun, and these people could have been our parents. I mean, like they're like senior folks, like 75 years old, and they said they have a good time. So yeah, it was good, man. It's good.
All right. So when you first started, one of the things we talk about, you was like, Keem, I'm off for season right now. I'm looking for something to do, looking to make some money.
Yeah, I mean, I had a tough year. I got an injury, soccer injury, and I wasn't playing, so I was looking to, probably make more money and stuff. And I just came across you, and one of my friends has one that he was using Turo, but when I did the scale and I looked into it, I realized like you wouldn't make no money doing Turo, so I was the car payment and everything, But when I first, invested in the course, I had, doubts, I was questioning myself, is this the right thing I did? And, I know I look into it and I'm like, it all paid off,
Right.
So I feel like people are gonna scared, to do it, because they're probably like, it's not gonna work, or I don't know how everybody think, but I'm young, so I just took a chance and it worked out for me so far, and I'm still learning, but it's been good so far.
So how easy was it for you to get started after
it's
into the blueprint?
because you're there right away. Every problem I have, you help me. You know what I'm saying? Even with the accident, I could reach out to you. You give me tips and how to do it and stuff. So I would say, anyone thinking of doing this, I would recommend it. Because you're there the step of the way, not only with the course, but even after the course, I can still reach out to you and ask you a question and learn the business. As time goes by.
Yeah, and these results will vary depending on where you are. If LA, of course, is a major city versus if you're somewhere else in Kansas or somewhere that isn't a major city. I'm not pretty sure Kansas has major cities, but if you're in somewhere that's smaller, you might not need a fleet of 10 or 15 units. Maybe you only need a fleet of 3 or 4, and you can make $15,000-$20,000 a month with those 3 to 4 units. But at the same time, if you're in a smaller place, the awareness might not be there. So I created this method called a triple threat method that I want to share with you. And how that works is you run, say you have a budget of $500 a month, right? You run a budget of maybe $150, $200 a month on awareness, and then you spend another $300 a month on Google Ads. So when people actually go searching for your business, because many times they're not going to remember what the name of your business is, right? They're just going to know Slingshots near me. So they're going to type in Slingshot rental business near me. And the last thing you want to do is run awareness ads and your competitor is outranking you on search engines. Someone's seen your ad, maybe they saw your your ad in March or February, March, and their birthday was in May, right? And they say, hey, I want to rent a Slingshot for my birthday, but they didn't pull the trigger when they first saw your ad. So what they do, they just know it's there. They keep it backlog in their mind. Then they go on the internet, right? They go on Google and they say, hey, I want to rent a Slingshot, and they look up a Slingshot rental business. Well, if your competitor is outranking you, well, guess who gets the sale? You're not ranking number one. And the only way to fix that is if you actually are. And SEO, you can do it organically through SEO, and if you're not in a really huge area, right, then you might not need to run paid Google ads because you might not have any competition. That might not apply to you. It doesn't apply to everybody, so it might not apply to you. But if you are somewhere like even in Atlanta, right, if we're not ranking number one, and I mean, that's why we rank number one, because we've done the Google ads for so long and we get a ton of traffic and we don't have to do it anymore. But say someone new was to come to Atlanta, they would have to outrank all of our SEO that we've already done, which would take them a long time to do organically. Best thing they could do is come in, run paid ads. Now I'm helping my competition here. If you guys plan on starting in Atlanta, I'm telling you what to do, so use it. But that's essentially what you would have to do, and that's what I did, and that's how our business was able to be so successful within the first year, right? So that's the way you effectively market your Slingshot rental business, and that's the way you're gonna instantly increase more sales, and that's the way you can get off Turo if you want to take your business to the next level. That's the way to do it. You need eyeballs, you need traffic coming to your sites. Just because you have a website and a cool looking website, just because you have a cool looking logo and you have all these nice fancy Slingshots, if no one knows you exist, you're not gonna rent them. And one thing is for sure is people love Slingshot. That business hasn't slowed down, and it's actually picked up over the last year, but it hasn't slowed down at all since we've been open. People are still wanting to book Slingshots. People are still renting Slingshots. People still want Slingshots. It's your job as a Slingshot rental operator to put your product in front of the eyes and the hands of the right people. Fastest way to do it is running paid ads. So I hope that helps. Use that. In the meantime, in between time, I actually do have an offer for you that it was solely exclusive to my Slingshot rental community, but anyone that actually has a Slingshot rental business that's currently on Turo, that wants to get off and wants to take their Slingshot rental business to the next level, I actually have a new program called the Slingshot Rental Accelerator. Now, this program is, like I said, for existing businesses. You currently have a Slingshot and you're looking to make money. Now, if you're just starting, I suggest you get inside the blueprint first, so the blueprint can help you get to this level to where you actually need to run paid advertisements. You should run paid advertisements, right, to increase bookings, increase sales. But I want to help select group of individuals, and I'll know when I actually do this, but I want to help you grow your business and help you with your marketing. And I have done for you agency where you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is give me the information I need, and all you have to do is hop on a phone call. And I'm gonna actually put the link down below in the description so we can hop on a phone call, and you're not gonna talk to any of my sales teams. You're not gonna talk to any of my assistants. I want to speak directly with you. No one knows this business like I do, right? Man, I want to get to know you. I want to get to know your business. I want to get to know your goals. We can hop on a call and get to know about your business. If you have any questions, you can ask me there. I read all the comments, and I know one of the biggest things is keeping the insurance. Do you really pay $6,000, $12,000 a month for insurance? The answer is yes. Yes, we do. Everyone that's in the Slingshot rental business pays that. The lowest you can get is $6,000 a year per unit. When say volatile areas are more prone to accidents, like down south in Miami, you're looking at $10,000 a year per unit, probably more $12,000. That's the highest I've ever seen, is $12,000. But of course, if you're in Miami, you have a longer season, unlike here in Atlanta where our season's shorter. Yeah, everyone's paying it. You have to pay until your second, third year business, and you have a positive loss run report, and your insurance costs will go down. That's how you get it to around $6,000 a year per unit. And I think our insurance is like $587 a month, something like that. But that's how you get it that low. But yeah, the question is, no one talks about insurance. That's everyone pays insurance, right? The only way you can stay profitable in this business is if you're making money. Okay, this isn't a hobby. This isn't something you just do for fun. All right, it is fun. It is exciting, and it's great to meet new people. I love the business. All right, but unless you're serious, it's not something you just want to go ahead and just jump out the window and do, right? But if you're serious, you're watching this video right now, and you're still watching, I know you're serious about this, and you want to have a business that you love, enjoy, and essentially make money from, then I suggest hop on a phone call with me so I can better understand your business, answer some questions that you have, and better help you with your advertising and your marketing, okay? Okay, so at the end of the day, you can increase more sales. Now, this does require you to have a budget, right? But the thing is, if you haven't run Google ads before, you have a new account with your Slingshot rental business, Google will actually give you $500 in ad credits for having a new account, right? So if you have your Google My Business Assistant set up already, and if you don't know how to do that, you need to watch some of my previous videos, show you how to do that, because you're gonna need to have that before we get started. Website needs to be ready, your back-end booking calendar needs to be ready. I have mad videos, I'll show you how to do that for free, so you can watch that. But once you have that stuff in place, let's hop on a call, start running your ads, and you actually get a $500 credit from Google. That has nothing to do with me, okay? You get $500 from Google, and that $500 should make you money. And this is my guarantee, right? With the Slingshot Rental Accelerator, I've spent the last 7 months doing this, testing it, not only with my business, with students. It works, all right? We have a formula, we have a system, we have this thing down to a T where we know exactly what to do to make sure it increases your bottom line and you get more rentals for your business. All you gotta do is click the link below. I have a call set up so we can hop on a call, we can schedule a call. I hope this video helps. I look forward to speaking with you and help you grow your business. Really excited to hear from you. Hopefully I do. And like always, see you guys on the next video.